It's an interesting exercise, isn't it? Writing down writing down the name of the person who is performing that function in your business. And remember what you found out? You are performing a lot of functions in the business. So maybe it's time you said, I could use a little help. I might get some outsourcing. And then get those functions that you don't seem to have much energy to do and get some assistance with it with outsourcing. Now, having said that, there are generally 3 functions in a business that flow through this organizational chart. And they are those 3. One is lead generation, which is a function of the marketing. There is lead conversion, which is a function of sales. And there is client fulfillment. Remember we spoke about this, client fulfillment, and that's up there with the client fulfillment function. The business model that you design needs to be designed in a way, the systems you design need to be designed in a way that they will perform all of these functions as efficiently and as economically as possible. So how do you generate leads in your business? Right? How do you generate inquiries and start that sales process going, which you may have heard, which is attention, interest, conviction, desire, close. They're the 5 stages of the selling process. They're also the 5 stages of the buying process. This attention, interest part is what lead generation is about. Getting your potential customers' attention and then getting their interest. So you may be saying something like, are you a doctor? Right? You may have this particular frustration in your practice which we've resolved for you. Okay? And they may be your headlines. And as a doctor, if you identify with the frustration enough, like if it's driving you nuts, you'll want to read more. And then you go through the rest of the sales process. And that's where you go through lead conversion. So lead generation leads on to lead conversion, and through that sales process of conviction, desire and close, that's all the responsibility of the sales manager and the salesperson in touch with the client. So lead conversion, a successful lead conversion leads on to client fulfillment. And that's when you deliver on the promise made by the marketing department. Does that make sense? So lead generation, lead conversion, client fulfillment. That's the process of a small business. And of course, client loyalty is an additional function depending on the kind of business that you have. If you have an existing client that you just roll over every year with the same products and services, that's fairly understandable what client loyalty means. You need to create a sticky business so that they're getting value and they see no reason to look elsewhere. They realize the value that they're getting from your small business. If you have a retail, for example, you want client loyalty in the form of, say, rewards or giving people a reason to come back and shop with you, making them VIP. You'll see a lot of those loyalty cards and VIP cards. That's this client loyalty function in the business. So the 3 essential functions: lead generation, lead conversion, client fulfillment, and ultimately the client loyalty.